Hey guys, it's Arlyn of Awaken Spanda. I haven't done a video in a while, but today I was inspired to talk to you guys a little bit about trusting yourself, how to trust yourself. Right now is a critical time in life, 2020. 2020 is a time to truly be mastering yourself because everything starts in here. I know everybody wants to claw at what's out here, but if you're not doing the inner revolution, you're going to have a hard time mastering that outer revolution. So, anyway, with that said, I was inspired last night. I was at a convenience store and I ran into a friend I hadn't seen in a really long time. And then his buddy walked up and he asked me what I did for a living. And my friend said, "Oh, she's like kind of a spiritual coach." And I thought, like, yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, in essence, I really am that, but I can't stand labels. I really don't like labels at all. And if you know me, you know that because I hardly know how to tell people what I do. Um, but in essence, I told him, I said, what I do is I help people tune into themselves. I hold space. I'm just that guide to help you tune into you. I'm not here to tell you who you are and what you're here to do. I'm here to help you go within and find that out for yourself. So yes, that is what I do. So he had asked me when we were sitting there, he said, well, how do you trust yourself more? Or how do you trust yourself? Because he said, I don't think I trust myself. And I thought, I think that's so valid right now. So anyway, I want to roll right into it. I don't want to make this a really long video. But what I'm going to do is give you 4 tips, 4 things you can do. And this is not in a particular order. They're all equally significant. So let's get into it. So we'll start with 1, avoiding people, undermining people, naysayers, dream smashers, body snatchers. Now, I say that because I wrote a lyric a few years back. A song my buddy did. He asked me to join on, so I put some bars on it. And it was one of the lyrics was dream smashers and body snatchers. Anyway, so these are the people you want to avoid in life. You want to not just avoid, but remove them from your presence. Literally, if you are, look around yourself. If you are surrounded by people who constantly naysay on what you want to do, people who don't support your dreams, they don't believe in your dreams, usually these people don't really believe in themselves. So it's very hard for them to believe in anything for you. You understand? So if you're finding yourself surrounded by these people, remember this is also a reflection of what's going on in you. So take responsibility for that and exit. Exit away from those people. Set a boundary. It doesn't mean they're bad people. It doesn't mean it's anything like that. You don't even have to be nasty about it. You just accept it for what it is. It's like, that's where you are. This is where I am, and I'm going to move on. It's okay. It's okay to not be in agreement with everybody. It's okay to not feel their vibe. It's okay to not resonate. It's not bad or good. It just means you just vibe away for a while. But yeah, so pay attention to who's in your spectrum, who is constantly surrounding, what kind of energy is surrounding. You want to find people who believe in themselves, because people who believe in themselves believe in you. Okay, so that would be tip number 1, and that kind of rolls on. We're going to go on. This is one of them as well. We'll say 2. 2 would be add to that media. Okay, so media, I'm talking about social media. I'm talking about media that you're watching on TV, news, all that, and the stuff we hear about all the time lately. But it really is so fucking important. Didn't want to cuss, but here we go again. I cuss. Whatever. Oh man, remove yourself from the media. You want to start learning how to trust yourself. Take yourself away from, because everything in the media is telling you who you are. The people around you tell you who you are, right? So if you're surrounding yourself with this, then you're constantly have people feeding you what you believe you are, right? You want to be in the position where you tell them who you are. You understand? So this is the difference. You have to break free of that. And you got to get around people, like I said, who believe in themselves. That way you can then flourish in who you are. People who allow you and accept you to be that. It can be rare to find, but believe me, guys, when you put it out there, it'll start showing up, because what's going on in here, naturally, it's law of vibration. These are quantum physics. It will show up around you. So even when you turn on the TV, you might be surprised when you've got this down. Oh my God, all of a sudden things are showing up, and That it's like you see, you can read things clearly first. Two, you're going to see something totally different because your perception has changed. So trust me, start putting this into practice. If you want to trust yourself, remove all the things around you that are telling you who you are. Okay? Number one. Period. You're going to tell people who you are. This is the ultimate goal of self. You tell the world who you are. It doesn't tell you who you are. Okay? So, media, that was another one. Remove that from your space. Okay. So, 2, we're going to move into keeping promises to self. That means making full commitments to self, right? So, if you're making promises to yourself, you're making goals, right? You setting boundaries. You become your own best friend. So it's treating yourself like an outside entity, right? So like, how would you treat like your best friend, right? You want to treat them with the utmost respect. So treat yourself as that outside entity, like, make commitments to yourself. If you want somebody to be committed to you out here, well, you have to learn how to be committed to yourself, right? So yeah, make healthy boundaries. This kind of goes into all the steps I said before. If something's not lining up with your goals, with where you want to go, with your dreams, with who you are, with what you feel is right inside, well, then set a boundary. Remember, you're committed to yourself. Be committed to yourself first before anybody else. You cannot put anybody else, anything else on the outside, not an idea, not a person, not a place, not a thing, not anything. You have to be committed to yourself first. Okay? So there's that. All right, moving on. 3, speak kindly to yourself. I'm always telling people this. How are you speaking to yourself? Because that's going to reflect out. So say like you did something and you fucked up. Okay, well, if you're like me, I used to be really good at beating myself up. Like I could beat myself up worse than anybody else, and I think a lot of us carry that same we've been kind of programmed in that way. So we want to unlearn that program and relearn. So here we go. We're gonna talk to ourselves kindly. So if, say, you fuck something up and you're like, fuck that up, god damn it, and you're going through that tailspin in your head, because we all self-talk constantly, right? But we want to change the verbiage. So it's like, okay, acknowledge what you did, right? Okay, we've acknowledged it and we've assessed it. We looked it over and we were like, okay, yeah, I fucked that up, I did. But I see where I fucked it up, and I know where I need to kind of handle the situation now, and next time I won't be doing that. I won't do that. I've seen it. Thank you for the lesson. Thank you for showing me that, because that's how we learn, guys. So be grateful for the lessons. Be grateful and always add the gratitude in with your self-talk, okay? You're going to be all right. Now, when it comes to also self-talk and being kind to yourself, this is where inner work really begins. This is getting into, like, you want to begin to meditate. I'm always going to tell you, start your meditation practice, sitting quietly with yourself. This is where all reflection pops off. It could just be quiet. You don't have to sit like a Buddha on the mountain. It doesn't have to look like anything you think it might need to look like what's been projected to us for it to look like. It could just be you being quiet sitting on the couch. It could just be you being quiet on your drive to wherever you're going. Just listening to self, listening to what's showing up. We're constantly have scenarios, we're constantly talking to ourselves, constantly. So learning how to change your verbiage, create new neural pathways for that, and you can do that through meditation. And I highly recommend sound meditation, and I'm not saying that because that's what I do, but it's so true. It's so true. So, sound meditation, using frequency-minded music, also just really working along with somebody who is a practitioner of sound healing like myself. It's a beautiful way to tune in. Breath work is another way to tune in. I'm actually gonna be having, I'll be getting back going here soon, and I'll be doing my SEV immersions again, and I'm gonna really be firing those up because I really want. It's like what I was doing was so valid before, and now I've had a lot of downtime and a lot of growth that's going on in my own self, and I just know when I come out, it's gonna be fire, and I'm ready to go with you guys, and I'm ready. Whomever is ready to work with me, I'll be ready to go and take you in. Not here to tell you what you need to do. Let that be known. I'm here to promote your independent being and your independent thinking, okay? To gain your own sovereignty. That's it. I'm not here to push an agenda down your throat, tell you what you need to think, do, be, all that. But what I do know is the integration process. And so that is what I'm here to share. And it will not stop, and it will not falter for any other craziness going on in the world. So yeah, I will remain consistent in what I do, and in the love and in the truth that I have to share. So if you resonate, cool. You can follow me on YouTube as well. I'm going to post this on IG, but you can follow me on YouTube. So like, share, subscribe. I'm going to have some more things coming, and I've been internally working on a lot of things right now, and so externally it will show up here very soon. I love you guys. I wish you well. I wish you the best, and I wish you all the self-trust there is in the universe. Trust thyself. In order to trust yourself, you gotta know yourself. You gotta accept yourself and love yourself, and all those things come with self-mastery. So, internal revolution. I love you guys. Wish you well. Bye.